Hello, it's it's David Jordan. What a couple of days. That's all I can say. Um, it's it's amazed me how quickly people that I don't know and who don't know me can be so rude and so negative. Now, I've been running around like a madman for the last 6 weeks now, 8 weeks, following this thing around, taking pictures, documenting the same cloud shapes, the weird things I'm seeing in the sky, and I didn't ask for the Express to do what they did, but you know, most of you, or most of you that have commented, are so negative and so dismissive when all I'm trying to do is give you the results that I'm seeing. Now, I'm not going to reply to rude people, I'm not. If you can't see with your own eyes what's actually happening to our earth and in our skies, then that's your fault, not mine. To the few people that have given me some support, thank you. You know, people that are so negative, it's, you know, and you know, that's going to come back on you, because it does. Karma comes back and kicks your ass, like it or lump it. But these images that are playing now, they're all genuine, they're all mine. I do know the difference between a lens flare, and I do know the difference between a UV filter and a red filter. Mine's definitely a UV filter, and I definitely know the difference between a lens flare. So I've put together this video tonight because I'll be honest, I was pretty pissed off today because of how negative a lot of you have been. But that's fine. No, I'm over that now. You've just given me more determination, actually, to prove to you that this thing is here. Now, I know I'm an amateur astronomer, or whatever you want to bloody say, but none of you know my story, really. I don't know. I'm not gonna make myself look more of a fool. I'm just gonna let the videos and pictures that I'm gonna post do the talking for me. So these images are just finishing here now. Oh, and one more thing as well. Yeah, thank you to the person that sent the police to my house, saying that I was a paranoid idiot running around and I had mental health issues. So thank you for that. So on the same day I got the Express and the police, so thanks. Yeah, so I'm obviously on the right track or something. So anyway, this is tonight. This is the 25th of September now, and you can see for your own eyes, this is on the horizon. It was dark, that was on the horizon. Now, I know what you're all going to say, or some of you idiots out there will say. You will say that it's just the light from I don't know, a town or something, but you're wrong. This was on the horizon. You can see my dust cloud again starting to form at the bottom in brown. See that? Yep. But I'm sure some of you smart asses out there can explain this to me. Anyway, so I'm driving to Peterborough at this point to pick up some foam filler, actually, real boring stuff, for my extension. And she she put in an appearance. She did. So, you know, a lot of you have been going on about lens flares, so I'm sitting outside Screwfix, and this thing's coming in and it's getting cold and it's getting red and dark in the sky, and you can see these things moving here, look, in the sky. You can see it moving in, and it was getting cold, real cold. Anyway, then I get these lens flares. So can any of you amazing experts out there that have been so quick to judge my pictures, that have been branded all over the internet as a hoax, can any of you give me, give me a decent explanation to what you're seeing now? Now, I know some of this is flare, I'm not stupid, but there are planetary bodies in our skies and they have been hidden. And when this storm came in over Screwfix Direct in Peterborough this evening, I was sitting in the car park and it just started to refract. And I'm not sitting in the car, so there's no glass in front of me. This is just me watching this out my window, with my window down. Now, debunk me if I'm wrong. Debunk me. If any of you out there, anybody, you want to see this, come and see me. I'll take you out and see it. You can see it with your own eyes. This is X. She's not upon us. She's not right upon us yet, but she's close. And somehow, I don't know how, she creates this red storm led by a dragon, and it follows her around, and you can see through an infrared lens, you could see the observable dust cloud that she's bringing with her. You can see the shape of her, and you know, and it's in the skies right now. So it, you know, like it or lump it, it's here. Now that's a lens flare, that little blue thing splashing about all over the page there. But what's that there? There, just there, see it? Same as these rainbows that are appearing all over the world, yeah? Yeah, you get this? Different colours as well, one's purple, one's green. See this? To explain this to me, without being rude, without being personal, without swearing, like a decent human being, if you want to say something to somebody, people are too quick, keyboard warriors you're too quick to put people down. Now, if you've got something to say about any of my videos, anything, then you go out and do the research, and then you prove me wrong, because I've been traipsing about for the last 8 weeks now, driving everybody crazy, taking pictures. Now, I'm not stupid, I know what lens flare is. Lens flare, there, see, this blue thing all around the screen is a lens flare. But what's this thing between the lens flare, you see it? Yeah, see the red on this side, this is that storm coming in. It's just getting cold. It's getting really cold. As she passes over. You know, I'm not trying to tell you it, or I'm not scaremongering anybody. You know, you know, I have a daughter. I've got a young daughter. I don't want this thing to be real. But if the powers that be, that most of you will blindly listen to, say this isn't real, then by all means go back and go and watch your pop videos or whatever you want to do on your TV, and stop being a keyboard warrior and attacking people for showing you evidence that they've amassed. Now, is this normal? I mean, I've seen lots of lens flares, but I've never seen one like that. Any explanation would be good. Any explanation from any of you. So again, this is Screwfix. This is that storm now in the sky. You can see it. It's just come in, and it's cold. It's real cold, and you can see the movement. You can see this dust cloud she brings with her. And this sign happened on the 23rd. It did, but they chemtrailed it out. Fell out of a guy that he used to go to school with over chemtrails because he said I was wrong. Turns out he was, I reckon. Right, anyway, if you are still watching this, thank you very much, and thanks for watching, and I'm sorry for ranting, but it just makes me so angry. Anyway, so this is, I'm on the way home now, back from Screwfix, and I mean, the sky was going mad. So these are the brick pit chimneys, and they usually billow out white smoke. Now, I'm a member of a committee in the local town that I live in. I've been on tours around these places. I've had friends that work there. These chimneys billow out white smoke. So the blue and red light going through them, I don't know what it is, I'm not sure. This is X, so Screwfix is over in that direction. I'm going back towards where I live now, and these chimneys were just, I don't know, they were mental. The colours were crazy. And you can see this thing around X, you can see it. See it moving in. I'm not trying to scare anybody. I just want people to be safe. You know, if we're all a little bit more decent to each other, then the world would be a better place. But everyone's too quick to judge all the time about people and about things they don't know. I mean, I'm not professing to know anything about this. I tell you what, it's the weirdest thing in the world. I had a strange experience last October, and since then I've been able to track this thing and follow it, and you know, I can predict where it's going to go, and I can't give you coordinates because I don't know how to do that. I can't, but I can tell you that it's here, and I've tried my best to let people know how it's here, and all I seem to get for it is criticised. I don't know. Anyway, you can see it. I mean, you know, explain to me what this is. Anybody, explain to me what this is. Then, if this isn't part of this system. Because I bet you can't. See it moving? And again, this is no filters, nothing. It's just the way it is. So there's the chimneys, and there's a blue colour, blue on the horizon. So there's a blue. There's something blue on the horizon now, and when I filmed it a bit later on in this video, where I normally go on the Ramsey Road, you could clearly see 5 objects on the horizon in a 360. One of them was X, and then the rest of them were smaller objects, and one of them was a blue object. And they're visible, and they are chemtrailing the skies. So all you sheeple out there won't take any notice. Watch EastEnders. Immerse yourself in a fake world. Watch Game of Thrones. Watch, you know, watch what you want. If that's what you want, then watch it. But then, I bet you'll be the first people, because you're not prepared. You know, saying what about us? You know, all I want to do is just give you all a heads up. You know, I'm 40 years old. I've seen some strange things. I've had some strange experiences in my life, but I've never seen things like this in the sky. Never. You see this blue? Now, halfway through this slideshow, because I'm not very good at doing this, so I either make crappy videos or take loads of pictures and put them together in slideshows. But this is there's red on either side and there's blue in the middle. Now, I thought the same as some of you. Maybe it was just, I don't know, some lights in the distance or something. So I raced home, so I was supposed to go Screwfix. It was supposed to take an hour, not even that, 40 minutes there and back. Oh, I was out for 2 hours taking pictures of this. Explain this to me if anybody can, because they pump out white smoke. They do. You see this red dust cloud coming in? You can see it. That's X coming in over my head. Right, so this blue now, this is a little bit later on. I'd gone home, literally raced straight back out. This blue was the blue on the horizon on the Ramsey Road. Same colour blue, same object that was making the brick chimneys smoke blue. You know, you can see as well. We can see around this. You can see the red because X is coming over from that way, and you'll see her in a minute. I had to do this stop frame animation, so. See how blue this is? Right then, so this is X. She literally, she flew straight over my head. You see her spinning around the top right here, the dust cloud, and I don't know. Speaks for itself. I mean, now you can see this dust cloud coming in now. Look, you can see it. This is no trickery. There's no filters on this. This is Planet X as she's observable right now in the sky. This is I don't know how it's happening, but you know, I've tracked this thing every night this week, every night last week, and the same thing happens every single time. So if it's a storm, if it's just a storm, then explain it to me. If it's, you know, if it's something that I've never seen before, you know, that's got some scientific explanation or just some reasonableness, it doesn't have to be scientific. You know, that's force fed down our throats. It's not all about the science, you know. But, you know, if any of you got a better explanation about how I can track this and how I seem to know where it is and where it comes up and when it goes down and blah, 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 then explain it to me, please. And you see this cloud now, look, see it? Then this next bit is a video, look, I managed to get it on video. I couldn't believe it. This is, she'd gone straight over my head and she was steaming off into the distance, and it was exhilarating, I'll be honest with you. Exhilarating to see, exhilarating. I mean, she's a wonder of nature, hopefully. But she's there. Explain this to me then. Explain that to me. Somebody please. It's not a storm, it's not. I've been down that route already. It's this Planet X and a dust cloud. The rest of it's already above your heads. It's been there for a while. So I suggest you maybe turn off EastEnders. Don't let them force feed this bullshit war down your throat, because that's what they're going to do, to distract you from this. Go outside and look up in the sky. You can see this. I hope you can see it anyway. Yeah, so pick up the arsehole that sent the police round my house, and fuck you. I mean, sorry. Thank you to the Daily Express for, for mocking me. Really, that's the only reasonable explanation I can come up with. Is that maybe I'm knocking on the door now, maybe I'm making too much noise, and the people they don't want this out. They don't want people knowing about this. They don't. God. Anyway, so sorry for ranting. Just makes you so. You can't help but take people being horrible personal, but like I said, this is my reply. This video, debunk me if you can. See? She wiggles. See that? That's why that second sun wiggled. Observe it yourself if you don't believe me. Watch my videos. You can see she twists and turns in the night sky, or the observable bit of light that we can see twists and turns. And there's a thing, it's Doppler shift, you see it. Sometimes we see it. If it's blue, it's cool, it's moving away, it's cool, but it's not. This is red and yellow and green. And on the horizon, this night, tonight, the 25th, there was 4 other objects and a blue object, and one of the objects was so low to the horizon to the left hand side of this picture, but it's out of view. Like, so if this is 12 o'clock, she was over at 9 o'clock, and it was so low to the horizon it looked like a farmer's light, but it kept flashing in and out. And when you took a picture of it, it came out exactly the same as X comes out. It's like a murky dark ball with wings. So, and a few of these have appeared in the night sky, and I don't understand how nobody else out there can see this. Actually, bar my friend Daly, he seems to see it, but I don't understand. I have the same conversation with everybody I try and bring it up to, and they're like, what can you do about it? It's a hobby, it's not real. You see strange things in the clouds. Well, yeah, I am seeing strange things in the clouds, and you know, I thought I was going mad. I did, but you know, I'm not. I'm just awake. Or I'm awake to the bullshit that they're trying to pull. You know, think about this. Think about this. You work all your life and give away half of your so-called wage, or 20% of it, whatever it is, we give away to the fucking government. And they're going to save people like Theresa May, you know, and Boris Johnson, you know, people that, you know, everybody's entitled to be saved, but what gives people like that more of a right than us? Why? What's she ever done for you? What's she ever done for this country? What has, you know, these big corporations and these banks that screw us over, what have they ever done for you? Because I bet they've got a seat. And the rest of us are just going to be left to fend for ourselves, and then you keyboard warriors will turn into nasty, horrible warriors, probably, and you'll be the people screaming and shouting because, you know, you weren't warned. I'm warning you. There's loads of people on here warning you. Matt Rogers, Dave Dobbs, WSO, you know, Becky Lewis, Jim SA. I mean, there is hundreds of people now, thousands of people that can see this. So again, I just wanted to do these last couple of things here. They're just, I went outside my shed right now, and I just took a load of pictures, one after the other, like I like to do in my slideshows. So I know some of this is flair, but explain the other bits to me. Explain why I'm getting this here. Two, one from one side, one from the other. Explain this. Can you explain it? Anybody? There, green. That one's green. See that? Yeah. Because even you lens flare experts, I don't think you can do. I don't think you can debunk this. You could try. I'm sure you will try. I'm sure you'll be horrible, but you know what? I don't think you can. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm a bit morose. It's the way I've been feeling because people have been so lovely and kind. But to the rest of you out there doing what you do, you know, big up to you guys. And big up to anybody that will listen and start to prepare, because this is not normal. I mean, I know that's the lens flare, I get that bit right, the little bit, but it's the what look like planetary bodies, and you can see what looks like a solar wind blowing past them as well. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves and each other, especially you keyboard warriors. Peace and love.